the other night whenever I was going downstairs to grab clothes. I literally woke up in the back of the car. I don't remember if I went into his car willingly or not.
A woman finds her missing 15-year-old niece at the home of a 24-year-old man. But when investigators begin asking what happened during the day she was gone, they are met with a horrifying answer.
He said, I want you to have my kid.
Yeah, that's just something I do when, I guess I'm, falling in love.
Alright, gang, so if y'all want merch, this is my merch, Maison Rex. We got t-shirts, all different types of colors, polo shirts, sweatshirts, like hoodies and stuff. We got, the girl hoodies, the crop hoodies. We got some hats. We got some beanies, some backpacks. Link in the description. Yeah, let's get back to the video.
The following footage has never been seen before. On January 22, 2025, a 15-year-old girl stepped out of her home in the late-night hours to retrieve clothes from her mother's car. However, she never made it back inside. 5 days later, police are called to a quiet neighborhood home in Hollywood, Florida.
So my niece has been missing for 5 days. We've been searching, from Ormond Beach, which is up next to Daytona. I did a whole bunch of my own police work and found his mom's address.
Who's he?
He is, I'm so mad, I'm sorry. Edward Rummel.
Do you support Israel and the Jewish people? Now, more than ever, Israel needs commitment.
Investigators identified 24-year-old Edward Rummel through the teen's most recent internet activity. When his name was relayed to the teen's family, they launched a search of their own.
He's trying to, I didn't know that she was, you mean you?
Your niece here?
My niece, I put her in my car. We called to do well checks for this house.
I heard the call come out
house.
earlier today about, to be fair, all I thought was, I was like, oh, a girl running around. I thought it was a local person. I had no idea that it was so far away.
Police stopped by Edward's home earlier in the day after the girl's aunt requested a welfare check. According to her, however, nobody answered the door. She and her boyfriend traveled to the home themselves just hours later, where they found Edward and the teenager as they were about to get into his car.
So we hurried up and drove over there, and we put the Tahoe behind their car, and I got out of the car, I looked at her, and I was like,
What'd she say?
Get in the car. And so I walked over, and he's like trying to not let her go, and I walked over, and I put myself between him and her, and I told her, I said, go get in the car. And he was like, can we talk? I was like, I promise you don't want to talk to me. And
he instantly called somebody on the phone.
Then the brothers were in the, throwing signs out the window and getting in the window and laughing and blowing smoke in the window. And
Finding the missing girl brought an end to the search, but investigators still must piece together how she ended up over 250 miles from home with a man almost 10 years older. An officer then shares the news with her mother, who immediately voices her anger.
Your sister, I'm assuming, has informed me that we did find your daughter. And we do have the...
Look, I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna lie, bro. 10 years is that's too much. I'd say 3 to 4. You get what I'm saying? 3 to 4 to 5 years is cool. 10, you just doing too much, no. You need, nah.
Woman as well that she was currently with.
If it happens to accidentally go off, he loses phone in space, I'm not going to complain.
So question, you are wanting to prosecute, correct? Given I already know the statement, but yes.
To the full extent of the law.
As in for I'm pretty sure this is probably I was thinking that it was, they got a relationship going on for him to kidnap. That's what I was thinking. So 10 years, that's Like, you doing too much. 10 years apart? Nah. I don't know. Maybe I just need to shut up. Maybe they wasn't in a relationship. Maybe he just found the ass on the street.
You really have no idea. You will go to jail.
How old is she?
Police now turn their attention to the 15-year-old girl, whose account of how she ended up with Edward paints a deeply disturbing picture.
The other night, whenever I was going downstairs to grab clothes, I literally woke up in the back of the car.
So how did you gotta understand, how did you end up in his car?
I don't.
You don't remember?
I don't remember if I went into his car willingly or not.
Because this sounds more like to me like he kidnapped you.
I
So
literally wasn't let out till just now.
You weren't let out of this house?
Yeah, I was not allowed out of the house till just now.
When you say let out, what do you mean? Somebody locked the door?
Like, he had a lock on the door all the time.
She will soon give detectives a sinister depiction of what she says took place over the course of those 5 days. But first, they are greeted by the suspect in question.
Hello?
Yeah, I just came outside to see what's the situation.
What's the situation?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on here, boss.
Okay. Do me a favor, turn around. You have anything on you?
Just my phone.
Just what?
My phone.
Your phone.
Yeah.
You gonna arrest him? He's being detained. Yes.
I'm so confused on here.
Where are you living?
Are you?
Okay.
What anything is? You say? Okay, Michael. Sit up.
Listen,
That's crazy. Oh, girl could lie and a guy got the phone. Crazy.
As detectives speak with Edward and the teenager separately, both say they first connected in early to mid-January on Wiz, an app where, according to their website description, young people can safely and authentically.
During that time, like, what were you guys talking about?
Oh, we're just trying to get to know each other.
What's that mean? Explain that to me.
Like, personal stuff, you know. We're trying to have like a relationship between us. And pretty much that's it.
Edward states that while the pair first communicated on Wiz, their conversations eventually shifted to Snapchat and Google Meet.
At any point, did you tell him how old you were?
Yes, ma'am. But he kept telling me to say that I was 20 to his parents and everybody else.
How old did your Wiz profile say?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I put I was older.
And then as far as when she told you her age, what was that on?
Well, Wiz says she's 20 on Wiz.
Edward claims to have just learned of her real age when the girl's aunt arrived at the home.
You guys exchanged pictures with each other?
Like, picture how?
Any kind of pictures. Did you send any back?
Yeah.
Explicit ones as well?
Yeah.
Okay. At any point, did he send you any
minor,
videos? Did you send him any pictures of videos?
Damn.
I don't remember from my end exactly. But I don't think that I sent anything. I don't.
Did he tell you how old he was?
He told me he was younger than what I found out he actually was at first. At first, he told me that he was 17.
She initially used a friend's phone to message Edward after her own had been taken away by her mother.
Ew.
According to police reports, this was due to the teenager conversating with males older than her in an inappropriate manner. She would later switch communication methods to her school-issued computer. However, what she says began as a normal conversation between her and Edward quickly took a troubling turn.
He was talking about how he wanted to get me pregnant and how he wanted to feel up on me and all that.
What did you say to that?
I was like, you're making me really uncomfortable and I'm not okay with that.
You said I want you to have my kid.
Yeah, that's just something I do when I guess I'm falling in love. I always wanted to be a dad.
According to the teen, Edward even appeared outside her school one day as students were being dismissed. She recalls seeing him in a silver car, but says that they never spoke, nor did they ever discuss the bizarre encounter. A week later, they would officially meet.
What
How did you plan on going to meet each other?
I just asked her straight up, you want to do something? I can pick you up Wednesdays. He said, yeah, we can do something, we can meet up. And I told her, okay, I'm gonna rent a hotel. Are you okay with that? She said, yes, it's great.
He's like, you should come spend the night with me. And then at first, I don't know what I was thinking, but I had agreed, but then I was like, no, that's really weird. I don't want to do that. So I took back what I had said. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to be in town. And I was like, okay, just, I don't need to know that. I don't want to see you. And then he's like, okay.
Yet Edward says he picked the girl up from her home and drove the two of them directly to a hotel in Ormond Beach. Hotel surveillance footage would show Edward checking into the hotel alone at 8:26 p.m. on the night she went missing. 3 hours later, the teenager is with him.
I remember like opening my car door and seeing that same silver car from my school parked next to my house in the apartment area. And I didn't see anybody inside of the car, so I was like, that maybe it's a different car, but because my memory is kind of foggy from then. But I remember getting handed a water bottle and like being very dizzy.
Did you have any conversation with him before he handed it to you?
Welcome to the world's largest invention factory. In here, we design, test, and...
At 11:05 p.m. on the night of the teen's disappearance, police records show that she messaged Edward stating, "I'll be coming down soon. I just don't want to be sus about it. I love you." In response, Edward writes back, "I love you more." Faced with conflicting stories, detectives are interested in what may have been captured by surveillance cameras at the apartment complex across the street.
So that apartment complex has video. Do you know what it's going to show?
Probably me getting inside the car.
Is he forcing you in, or are you walking in on your own?
I believe I'm walking in on my own, but I remember waking up in the back seat.
Police reports don't mention whether investigators recovered this surveillance footage. The teen confirms that Edward then drove her to the hotel, but her recollection of what happened next would become the most disturbing part of her account.
He had removed my clothing, and then he got on top of me. I tried telling him to stop. It didn't work, and he overpowered me.
And during that time, did you guys engage in anything, any activity or anything? Explain that to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what happened then?
I asked her, I didn't ask her. I told her I'm gonna take her back to the house. She told me that she didn't want to go because of the consequences that was gonna happen between her and her mom. So.
Why would there have been consequences for her going out?
Because that night her mom said she couldn't go out.
So she snuck out.
Correct. She brought up the idea, "Oh, can I go with you?" And I agreed. I said, yeah.
Edward says they checked out of the hotel the following day on January 23rd, driving the two back to his home where she stayed until she was found. He claims that he and the teenager spent their days watching movies, eating, and hanging out. He says he even bought her a phone and that they would text and call while he was at work, and she stayed at the house.
During that time, did she ever speak to her mom or make calls or anything like that?
She texted her mom, I believe so, either Friday or Saturday. She said, "Hey mom, I'm okay, I'll be home Sunday."
At any point while she was at your house, did she tell you she wanted to go home?
No.
I asked him to take me home, and then he said he would, but I didn't end up getting to go home.
She told me today, she called her sister, and apparently her mom was gonna kick her out. So, she asked if she can stay with me for the meanwhile.
You've been in contact with your mom since you've been at his house?
No, ma'am.
No, so you haven't spoke to anybody since you've been there?
No, ma'am.
Did he give you a phone?
Yeah, but he was constantly talking to me on it. I couldn't hang up.
Did you ever call your mom on it?
No, sir.
Did you ever try to call 911 on it?
No, sir. I was told if I tried to call anybody like that, then it'd just get worse for me.
You live with your mom too?
Correct.
And she was okay with this girl coming and staying?
She didn't give me a response to it. She said she just knew about it.
The teenager tells of another chilling detail, explaining why she wasn't able to leave the home.
If you left the house, like if the mom was there and you wanted to leave, were you able to?
No, ma'am.
How come?
Because I wouldn't have a way to get out. Like, I could go outside, but she'd always be like, "Oh, well, where are you going?" And then I'd be like, "I'm going home." And she was like, "How are you going to get there? Just wait for him to come back, and so he can drive you."
But he was on the phone with you said, right? So
Yes,
he
ma'am,
heard
but-
everything?
Well, I left the phone in the room at one point because somebody had, like, the door was unlocked, so I went to go use the restroom, and his mom's like, "Oh, we'll come out and eat," and all that. And then I went back in the room, and then I fell asleep. But as I went to go back to see if, like, the door was unlocked, it was not. The door was locked again. But then whenever he would get home, he'd have it the right way. Like, he'd leave, and he'd basically flip the handles, I guess, while I was asleep or something.
He flipped the handles to lock you inside the bedroom?
Yes, ma'am.
So then how did you get out to go outside or to the bathroom or to eat or anything?
I'm assuming either his mom or one of his brothers.
But the girl's aunt finds it hard to believe that Edward's family didn't pick up on anything suspicious.
You mean to tell me that none of them could tell that she ain't 20 years old? I mean, come on. She doesn't look 20. She don't act 20. She don't... she's not mentally 20. She's not anything 20.
The subject of the teenager's age would soon resurface after detectives uncovered another bizarre exchange of messages.
She said the cops were at the door. How come you said this? Remember, you're 20. You're an
Because
adult.
before that conversation, her mom, she told me that she called her sister, and that apparently she said that her mom would come and look for her with the cops.
But she was going to get kicked out. Why would her mom come look for her?
I have no clue. And she didn't open the door. She said she was scared.
This may have been when police arrived for the welfare check. However, the girl tells investigators she doesn't remember hearing or seeing them. But as both sides continue to contradict one another, detectives are eager for the truth.
What if I read all the emails between you two? Would it show that you plan to meet up? All right.
But then,
And I saw all the Snapchats too.
According to the police report, the teenager had previously made remarks to her mother about being abducted. The topic seemed to, quote, spark interest in the child, but she says that the horrors she described are anything but imaginary.
he had tried to be like, oh, well, why don't you just be my girlfriend and have my baby and all that? And I was like, I don't want to date you. I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
I just don't want to be in this situation. I mean,
According to court documents, Edward was initially charged with lewd and lascivious battery of a victim 12 to 16 years of age, lewd or lascivious, and computer. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. However, the state attorney declined to proceed with the case.